Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 21st. This is Wake Up with KERA News, and I'm Andrew Garcia. Clear skies continue today with some wind blowing through this morning. Temperatures will reach the high 80s. The Cliburn International Piano Competition begins today in Fort Worth, and the pressure is intense. What's at stake for the world's top young pianists? That's after the news. Let's get into it. Rockwall County plans to put a Ten Commandments monument on the grounds of its historic courthouse. The Commissioner's Court voted last week to accept private donations for it. A monument to the Ten Commandments stands on the grounds of the Texas State Capitol, and the Tarrant County Commissioner's Court voted last month to install a similar one on county grounds. The daughter of a woman who died in Tarrant County jail custody in February is suing county agencies for information about her mother's death. The county medical examiner's office ruled Kimberly Phillips died of complications from dehydration and malnutrition. According to the lawsuit, the Tarrant County DA's office got permission from the state attorney general to withhold records about Phillips' death, citing an ongoing investigation. The lawsuit seeks to force the release of those records. Today marks the start of one of the biggest competitions in classical music, the 2025 Cliburn International Piano Competition. It's often called the Olympics of Piano, and it happens every 4 years in Fort Worth. KERA Arts reporter Marquita Fornoff talked with host Justin Martin to help set the stage.
So, Marquita, pianists have flown in from all over the world for the competition. What does this year's crop of candidates look like?
So the first round of concerts start today and run through Friday, and these competitors come from 15 different countries. 2 have already dropped out of the competition, citing health reasons. Those pianists won't be replaced, which increases the odds of winning for the 28 remaining competitors, but it's still a lot of pressure. Carol Leone, chair of piano studies at Southern Methodist University, described the difficulty this way.
It's not like going on stage and speaking, because a speaker can at least say or hesitate. A pianist has to recreate music in time and cannot hesitate, cannot have a memory slip, cannot have their hands tremble.
The competition will last for nearly 3 weeks, but it goes by quickly. On Friday night, we'll learn which of the 18 pianists advanced in the competition, and the quarterfinal performances will begin Saturday afternoon.
Now, for people who aren't familiar, can you remind us of the history behind the competition?
Sure. The first competition was in 1962, but its roots stretch back to 1958. That's when Cliburn, a pianist from Texas, traveled to Russia for the first ever Tchaikovsky competition. Here's John Suter, a longtime supporter of the Cliburn.
It's sad that most people don't know Van's place in American history. Your parents, probably your grandparents, who were alive in 1958, remember the height of the Cold War. And he went to Russia and beat them at their own game.
So this was a huge deal. He was on the cover of Time magazine, he sold out Carnegie Hall, and the streets were lined with people for a ticker tape parade down Broadway.
So the Cliburn has its roots in Russia, but now they're at war with Ukraine. Does any of that spill over into the competition?
This year, there are 3 Russian competitors and 1 Ukrainian. I spoke with the president and CEO of the Cliburn, who said they just finished orientation for all of the artists without any issue. He emphasized that they have nothing to do with politics, and what the Cliburn offers is a platform for talent, vision, artistry, and craft. The last competition in 2022 came right on the heels of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. They issued a statement then condemning the invasion, but similarly said they wanted to carry forward Van's legacy of music transcending politics.
I'm curious, outside of a medal, what's at stake? What are they competing for?
It's hard to think of a better way to launch a career in concert piano than this. Not only is the award really prestigious, but the gold, silver, and bronze medalists will each walk away with a live record and management deals, which will take care of their concert bookings and press for the next 3 years. There's also some cash on the line throughout the competition. The big awards are $100,000 for first place, $50,000 for second, and $25,000 for third.
That was KERA's Marquita Fornoff talking with Justin Martin. The Dallas Wings play their third game of the season tonight against the Minnesota Lynx, and the Stars begin round 3 of the playoffs at home tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. Book lovers unite at the Half Price Books silent reading event in Dallas tonight. The event will include time to chat about books for the extroverts in the room, followed by silent reading time for maybe those who are more introverted. Whichever you identify with, you'll be in good company among other enthusiastic readers. Find more info and some other fun things to do on our Go See DFW calendar at kera.org/calendar. Thanks so much for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get some of those good morning vibes from our colleague, Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.